morning. I am Devasena. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about ECG lead systems. This topic is present in the subject Medical Electronics. Electrocardiogram ECG. An electrocardiogram is a recording of the heart's electrical activity. It is totally painless and can be performed quickly. The heart's electrical activity is detected by adhesive electrodes attached to the skin. ECG waveforms. Figure shows the typical ECG wave. It consists of P wave, QRS complex, and T wave. This ECG waveform is indicated here. And also, the function of the heart is also indicated in this diagram. The complete waveform is called electrocardiogram, which labels PQRSTU, indicating important diagnostic features. For example, if the PR interval is more than 0.22 second, the AV block, that is first degree heart attack, is indicated. When the QRS complex duration is more than 0.1 second, the bundle block, that is a severe heart attack, occurs. P wave. The origin of the P wave is atrial depolarization or contraction. The amplitude of the P wave is 0.25 millivolts. It is indicated in this graph. The duration of the P wave is 0.12 to 0.22 second. That is PR interval is indicated here. R wave, that is QRS complex. The origin of the R wave is repolarization of the atria and the depolarization of the ventricles. The amplitude of the R wave is 1.60 millivolts. The duration of the R wave is 0.07 to 0.1 second. The R wave is indicated here. T wave and ST interval. The origin of the T wave is ventricular repolarization, that is relaxation of myocardium. The amplitude of the T wave is 0.1 to 0.5 millivolts. The duration of the T wave is 0.05 to 0.15 seconds. That is ST interval duration is indicated here. ST interval. The origin of the ST interval is ventricular contraction. U wave. The origin of the U wave is slow repolarization of the intraventricular, that is Purkinje fiber systems. Amplitude of the U wave is less than 0.1 millivolts. The duration of the U wave is 0.2 seconds. ECG lead systems. Various lead systems have been developed and improved over the past century, from which electrocardiograms are transcribed. These include the lead systems from Einthoven, Goldberger, and Wilson. Einthoven lead system. Einthoven recorded the first ECG in the world in 1903. As there were no adhesive electrodes or intensifying systems available at this time, the only way to contact the body was to place the extremities in a bucket of salt solution. Einthoven lead system representation is shown here. This picture represents the ECG waveform that had been recorded by the Einthoven in 1903. Einthoven was able to produce a sufficient contact resistance to the body to make the first ECG visible with the help of a string galvanometer. Einthoven could measure the tension between the right and the left arm, that corresponds to lead 1, the left leg and right arm corresponds to lead 2, and the left arm and left leg corresponds to lead 3. Bipolar limb lead systems, that is standard leads 1, 2 and 3. Potential between any two limb leads is measured with right leg grounded. In standard leads, the potentials are tapped from locations of our body. They are right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg. Usually, the right leg electrode is acting as ground reference electrode. ECG lead system configuration used by Einthoven. Here is a representation. RA, that is right arm, is connected by white colored lead. LA, left arm, is connected by black color lead. RL, right leg, is connected by green color lead. Left leg is connected by red color lead, and in the chest, brown color lead is connected. That is 5 leads taken and it is connected in the patients. It is indicated 5 color bands: white color band, black color band, brown color band, green color band and red color band. It is indicated in the patient. Lead 1. Lead 1 gives V suffix 1. That is the voltage drop from the left arm LA to the right arm RA. Here is a representation of the lead 1. In that, the patient is being connected by right arm and left arm. The output of the right arm and left arm is connected to the buffer amplifier. The output of the buffer amplifier is connected to the CM amplifier. From there it is being connected to the right leg. Generally, right leg is grounded. Lead 2. Lead 2 gives voltage V6. That is the voltage drop from the left leg to the right arm or A. There is a representation. The leads taken from the right arm and left leg, that is given to the buffer amplifier. The output of the buffer amplifier is equal to the common mode amplifier. The output of the CM amplifier is connected to right leg. Generally, the right leg is grounded. Lead 3. Lead 3 gives the voltage V3. The voltage drop from the left leg to the left arm. This is the representation of the lead 3. The leads have been connected from left arm and left leg is given to buffer amplifier. The output of the buffer amplifier is connected to the common mode amplifier. The output of the common mode amplifier is connected to the right leg. Triangle. The closed path between the right arm to left arm to left leg and back to right arm is called Einthoven triangle. Here is a representation of the Einthoven triangle. In the Einthoven triangle, we have 3 leads. Lead 1 is connected between right arm and left arm. Lead 2 is connected between right arm and left leg. Lead 3 is connected between left arm and left leg. These three leads creates a triangle. That triangle is called as the Einthoven triangle. Goldberger lead system. As Einthoven's leads were far apart from one another, Goldberger had the idea in 1942 to close this gap. The angle between the leads 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and 2 and 1 is 120 degree. To improve diagnosis, Goldberger thought it made sense to cut the angles in half, which he accomplished with the help of a resistor network. This corresponds to an analog calculation of the following rules. Minus AVR is equal to lead 1 plus lead 2 divided by 2. AVL is equal to lead 1 minus lead 3 by 2. AVF is equal to lead 2 plus lead 3 by 2. Together with Einthoven's leads, 6 vertical, that is coronal axes were available. Goldberger lead system is indicated here. Here we have between right arm to left arm, lead 1 is there. Between right arm to left leg, lead 2 is there. Between left arm to left leg, lead 3 is there. And apart from these 3 leads, we have another 3 leads, that is A suffix AVR, AVL and AVF. The angles is also indicated here. Wilson's lead system. Wilson further developed the ECG system in 1934 by adding a horizontal axis through the heart. He did this by attaching electrodes directly to the chest wall and measuring them against a virtual reference point located in the middle of the heart. This reference point was called the CT, that is common terminal, and was generated from a resistor network. The Wilson leads are known as V1 to V6 and portray the chest wall and the left side of the heart. Together with the leads from Einthoven and Goldberg, the 12-lead ECG was created. This lead system created the 12-lead ECG that is known today as the gold standard for ECGs. Augmented unipolar limb leads. The augmented limb lead systems, which is introduced by Wilson, the electrocardiogram is recorded between a single exploratory electrode and the central terminal, which has a potential corresponding to the center of the body. Thus, two equal and large resistors are connected to a pair of limb electrodes, and the center of this resistive network acts as central terminal, and the remaining limb electrode acts as exploratory electrode. By means of augmented ECG lead connections, a small increase in the ECG voltage can be realized. Augmented lead connections are augmented voltage lift off EVL, augmented voltage lift off EVL, and augmented voltage flow. AVR is equal to minus voltage at lead 1, which is V minus voltage at lead 3, V3 by 2. AVL is equal to voltage at lead 1 minus voltage at lead 2 divided by 2. AVF is equal to voltage at lead 2 minus voltage at lead 1 by 2. Frank lead system. The further development of lead systems has resulted in the classic 12 leads of today. Frank lead system is used in vectorcardiography. In 1956, Frank described the heart as a rotating dipole within space. Here, one can get the information from the above said 12 leads. Frank asked himself how this rotating dipole could most effectively be measured and described. He placed the electrodes on the body so that the measured leads X, Y, and Z were placed in a row, thereby making a Cartesian coordinate system. This results in a representation in the form of a so-called vector loop. This corresponds to a 3D representation of the rotating heart's dipole in space.
Thank you very much for listening this lecture. For further updates, kindly subscribe this channel. If you like this video means kindly share this video to your friends. Thank you.